Hello. Okay, let's continue the story. How am I doing on food? I've still got some food. I'll be fine. All right. Temple of the Forgotten God. Oh, I'm supposed to go up here.
For too long, Tyria has suffered. We gather now with newfound purpose. Zaitan's servants storm our homelands. It is time to bring the battle back to Or. This tide will wash over Arar and cleanse the dragon's corruption. Together, we will prevail. Let the ships sail. Let the troops march. And let us find victory!
A stirring speech, Traherne.
Absolutely. You've turned into a real war leader, Marshal.
Now if we can just keep the impetus you started, then we'll have a chance.
Thank you, friends. May fortune bless you. Good to see you. Let's get this briefing underway. May I have a word, Commander? I know you think you failed Apatia, but I've experienced that kind of failure, and this isn't it. Every decision I make as Marshal of the Pact means people die. That's the burden I've been called to carry. Apatia was a Norn, and we gave her a proper Norn send-off. She lived and died a hero, and now her legend goes on. So must we. Apatia gave her life to defeat Zaitan. The best way to honor her is to see that task completed. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay. Who are we meeting, Traherne?
Our visitor may cause alarm, so privacy is paramount. Sire, it's now safe to reveal yourself.
Saya again.
Greetings, Marshal Traherne. As you've requested, I've come to honor my oath.
Excellent. Let's speak with the commander and give you an assignment.
Okay. And I got some mail. Catching up. Commander, what a shame about Crusader Apatia. This is from Keith. Don't lose heart. Your wild hunt and mine still have a long way to go. And I hate the thought of going on without you. I'm about to meet up with Air and possibly Zoja in yet another attempt to bridge the gap that divides us. I don't see why the others can't simply leave the past alone. Mistakes get made, people die. It's a lesson we all need to learn. And one that I hope you've already accepted. May the pale tree bless you and guide you. So I think this is about the dungeon, which I'm not sure where I'm going to put the dungeons in to the playlist, but this would be Sorrow's Embrace, which is or this one, this dungeon. All right, let's keep going.
Remain strong. Thank you for your patience, Commander. Allow me to introduce the revered Sire Al-Rashid.
No need. We are already acquainted. In the name of the Concordat of the Tetos houses, I greet you with respect.
I'm glad to see you again, Sire. May your steps be relentless.
As I mentioned, I have long owed Traherne. And now he has called upon me to honor my oath.
Scouts have discovered a sixth temple in Or, a lost shrine to a fallen god hidden underwater in the Strait of Malediction. Abaddon, the human god of secrets, was cast out of Arar by the other deities, and his name was erased from history. Very little remained. Zaitan craves something inside that temple, so we must get there first. Sire will accompany you as a guide.
It will be dangerous. You will need all your skills to travel with me.
I have yet to meet anything I couldn't overcome.
As I remember. I look forward to this, Commander. Until then, may your steps be relentless.
All right, and now we explore the Cathedral of Hidden Depths.
I'm pleased you're here.
You have anything to say? With regard to Apatia, I received news from Holbrook praising our handling of the situation. They say we helped temper grief and sadness with pride and inspiration. Regarding your current mission, the temple we seek shouldn't be difficult to find. The ruins lie beneath the straits of malediction. I understand. I have questions about the mission. What do you want to know? Tell me about the temple. It was ancient even before ore sank. The god Abaddon made war on the other gods and lost. His temple was cast down to the depths as a result. Even in ruin, it's still a place of power. In this mission, you and Saya are to investigate the sunken temple of Abaddon and discover why Zaitan's minions have displayed such a keen interest in it. I suspect they're seeking something powerful. Well, if it is the temple of a fallen god, it likely has powerful artifacts. So it makes sense. Now, Commander, we shall see if you can take direction as well as give orders, and if you can keep up. Questions before we start. What's your connection to Traherne? That is between he and I. I live according to the dictates of the T compact. I forgot how to say this name. Tethios, with honor and without mercy. My presence here is in service of those dictates. What is the compact? The ruling houses of the Largos convene and agreed upon a set of principles to guide our people. That is all I can share with you. Be glad I've said this much. Very secretive people. Tell me about the temple. A wretched place. There are mysteries within that normally would appeal to me, but pursuing them has never had a clear benefit until now. I need to know I can trust you. Are you planning to hunt me? That would be a distinctive honor, but no. You are a part of this mission to the temple, and as long as I am beholden to Traherne, that mission is my top priority. Can you tell me anything more about the Crate Orb? No more than you already know, except the crate did not make it. They found it in the depths. Its power is an intriguing mystery, but we have more pressing concerns. The orb is something that was a mystery in Guild Wars 2 for about a decade. It is now a known solved thing, but it's no longer a mystery. Hey, Kelly. I'm pretty good. How are you?
Are you ready for battle, little one? We've been through worse, tall one.
Ancient.
Great. Okay. My next thing is to go all the way up here. Okay. So we're going to go see the fallen temple of Abaddon, the one that fell in the ocean, the one that was cast into the ocean. It didn't fall. It's not like it was an accident. It was completely intentional because there was a war between the human gods. And Abaddon lost. How close am I? Gotta go that way. There are several references in Guild Wars 2 to Abaddon, but
Please direct attention here.
ooh, I'm here. Let's stop for a second.
Please direct attention here.
Okay. Are there any nearby waypoints? There is one down there. Okay. We're gonna head to the temple. Let's fight these guys real quick. Everyone come to me. I will take you out.
And you feared we wouldn't come back alive from this mission.
Let's finish what we came here to do.
Don't forget, the optic is almost certainly
Might and glory.
You don't have to remind me.
Okay, where is the...
Kill everything.
you guys. Where is the starburst? Ah, here it is. Yes. Okay. Ah, there she
Here,
is.
Commander. Let us discuss the temple. In the name of the Concordat, I greet you, Commander. The way ahead is dark and uncompromising.
Exactly what I'd expect from the ancient temple of a dead god.
Yes, of course. The Risen have already bypassed the wards and breached the temple. We must exterminate them. Be warned, there are dangers here not of the dragon. Powers ancient and unseen still occupy these halls. Lead, Commander. I will follow.
Okay. I shall lead. I shall lead the other way. So I think... Yeah, this is a self-contained map. So I think that the idea is that out here is where we were, and then we came in like that. Or, sorry, out here is where we were, and we came in like that, backwards.
The Risen. Raise your weapon and fight!
Is that it? Why am I not seeing any enemies, but I'm getting attacked?
Gave it my all.
Is it this crab?
The Risen have reactivated the temple defenses. It may slow us down. However, if they did find the altar, we can do the same.
Oh my goodness. Temple orb. Abaddon is someone you fight in Guild Wars 1, by the way. You fight him in the Nightfall standalone expansion, Nightfall campaign.
I condemn your soul.
A temple orb. The inscription on the shrine reads, "Only those who have completed the test may proceed. Place the proof of your victory here and enter." Oh, more risen. These risen beasts have claimed the temple and locked it down tight. We must find a way through to access the upper chambers. What is this place? Ancient temple, potent magic. Okay. Abaddon's faithful did so at will, so there must be a way. We simply have to discover it. Okay.
A most interesting shrine. What is its purpose?
The shrine features a switch and an inscription. Only the worthy may seek Abaddon. If you would proceed, prepare to be tested.
I've been waiting.
Swift and steady.
Okay, Mesmer. That's what I was guessing she was.
There by the shrine. That might be it.
Illusionary essence.
You should test such a theory with that essence. See if it can be placed somewhere useful.
Okay. Can I place it over here?
Look, the currents shift. The ocean's flow changes. These shrines and orbs must be how we gain entry.
Okay, so we do the shrines to gain entry. Just because I feel like it's better to just take this guy out now. All right. I go this way, and we go up. Hey, mighty frog! Thank you for grabbing your daily grind. Okay, we have a chest. A trident. Hey, coffee. Thank you for the coffee redeem.
I've been waiting.
Okay, activate this one. Is this another Mesmer? This looks like another Mesmer. I just use a mason jar, actually. I've had fun coffee mugs in the past, but I just currently use a mason jar because I'm staying with my brother, so I don't really have any of my stuff. All of my stuff is still overseas. Oh, I didn't pick up the illusionary essence. I need to do that. Yeah, all I need is coffee. Well, I would say coffee and a computer.
One less barrier.
One less barrier, so we keep going this way. That door doesn't open. How do I go up? This way? Oh. Hey, it's Abaddon. Hey, Abby. Alright, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. She can just teleport up there. I gotta find the way up. How do I get up? I don't remember. Ah, more undead. Maybe there's a way that just opened up over here. Yes. More risen mines. Here we go. Easy peasy. What? It's a floating one.
We've been waiting for you.
Spin to win. Got a grand chest with an ancient cudgel. Thank you for the lurk.
Your respite will be brief.
Okay, let's see if I can get to the orb. Place.
Excellent progress.
Ancient elixir. What kind of pickup is this? Ooh, become invulnerable. That could be useful. They don't really do pickups too often in the newer expansions.
Two shrines. We must be close to the Altar of Secrets, the center of the temple.
What's the coral? Throw to cause bleeding and vulnerability. Let's do both at the same time. That one landed directly there. Get over here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Devotee of lies, devotee of secrets. Lace. And
The altar
lace.
should be the next chamber. Be cautious.
Okay, let us continue onwards then.
Something's wrong. We must be swift.
Intruders, you trespass on the dragon's lands. You too will serve Sept.
No, slave creature. We serve our oaths, and those oaths demand your death.
So be it. To death and beyond.
Saitan demands your death.
I am death. The dragon is angry.
The dragon roars in fear. These ancient foundations will not withstand the sound. Escape quickly, before we are buried forever.
Okay, jump down. Oh no, I missed. I missed the water.
Well fought and well won. Most impressive, my ally.
It was victory, but we still lost the artifact.
True, but we've made a dragon know fear. That, Commander, is a victory to relish.
Maybe we can still salvage this. What do you know about the creature we faced?
I do not know for certain. What is certain is that you've just encountered two of Zaitan's most powerful servants, and that they escaped your grasp.
Not for long. I'm reporting to Traherne right away. We'll see if we can't organize a pursuit.
I will also carry this news when I return to be freed from my oath. May your steps be relentless, Hunter. Be relentless, Commander. I shall carry word to Traherne.
Okay. And off we go. We shall go see Traherne. But before I do that, let me grab the waypoint. No, not the turtles. I need the fishy. Yeah, let's head down there, grab the waypoint. It shouldn't take too long to swim there. Here it is. Yes. All right. Let's just teleport. Let's just teleport directly to Fort Trinity. Oh, I wanted to see. So I was watching. It's not that one. It's environmental effects. Okay, I wanted to see which one of these was the waypoint sound. It's under environmental effects. Crazy.
I need more lux modulators. These are shot.
Temple of the Forgotten God. Continue.
Excuse me, friends, but I must speak with the commander. I shall send for the rest of you soon.
Oh. This is ore. So we're over here, and looks like he's looking at war plans to attack ore and to get to the Temple of Ara. I think that's what it's called. Just Ara. Okay. So he wants to go like that and attack here. I already forgot how to say her name. Sayeh has already reported in. I'd like to hear your accounts, however. We came up short, but we saw two remarkable creatures. Yes, an eye and a mouth. The eye concerns me more. It always precedes an attack by Zaitan's horde. So it must become our new priority. Agreed. How do we fight and kill it? I have two possible avenues. Either we can lure the eye in with an irresistible bait, or we can comb its territories until we find it. Either way, once we locate it, we destroy it. All right. Let me pull up my document to decide which one. Because I already planned all this out with what will have me encounter the most people. Okay. lure it into an ambush. That one. So we're going to be luring it into an ambush, and then we're going to do what the eye beholds, and then Estate of Decay, which is interrupt the food supply. Okay, so ambush. Oh yeah, the mirror. So if you remember, there was a mirror that we found really early on as a Sylvari. That is the main reason why I feel the Sylvari work so well. Not the main reason. That is one of the several reasons why I feel the Sylvari works so well, because you can encounter this mirror so early and it comes into play later. We have an enchanted Orion mirror that should draw the eye's attention. When it appears, we confront it and kill it. That sounds promising. I'll do it. Very good. We should put together a squad and meet you at the Blighted Battleground. I've got some special allies waiting to join us. I'll see you there. Sure. I've actually got the least of the ruby orbs, but I feel like the barrel orbs are harder to get. Just going by my memory, which might not be the best, considering how long it's been since I've really had to worry about any of this stuff. Ah, so we go down here. All right. So I think because I have a dragon, I can just kind of fly over everything, but I would like to grab at least this waypoint, and then there's another waypoint that is over here-ish. There might be one here, but there's one over here I want to grab as well. So this, oh, and this is the Vizier's Tower, right? If I remember correctly. Which is both a jumping puzzle, but also a very important place. No, no, they're after me. They're after me, Lucky Charms. Let's go around. Yeah, here we go. This is the one I was looking for. Grab this one. Then I can just go around like this. Is this door going to be locked? No. Okay, there you go. So that's the other. That's the door. That's a whole thing you have to do. It's like a chain of events where you go in here and you fight a bunch of stuff, and then you go that way and it opens the door. All right, let's come around here. Let's grab this real quick. Hey, the ship, the helicopter crashed. So this helicopter is frequently ignored by players nowadays, just because it's so far from everything that the players are doing. So the players typically go like this. If they're on this map, they go like that to get to the next map. I have not seen people do this frequently. I usually, is it part of the daily or the weekly or something to do events here? It's just complete events. Okay. But this particular event, I feel like is frequently up with all of the passengers dead. So you have to revive them and then start the event that way. So we've got Kilgore, we've got Ebel, Kurz, and Elise, and they were all in the helicopter that fell down, and they're trying to repair it. I will say I do like the events on these 3 maps. They are generally fun events, especially at this point in the game's life where you feel kind of overpowered at times.
To piece it back together and everything checks out. Think you can keep us airborne this time?
You'd better strap yourself in tight, Kurz. I'd hate for you to fall out during takeoff.
Okay. Just get us back in the air. They might feel fighting these creatures.
Do we have to? I'm having so much fun.
So these are the helicopters that the Pact officers use. No, the blades do not hurt. All right. Let us continue onwards. There's a lot about this game that's just so enjoyable. The textures on this are really nice. Just enjoying looking at the environment. Over this way. In this forest of coral. Hey, there's a helicopter up there. Okay, let's keep going. Through the looking glass. Hey, I see some familiar faces.
Welcome, Commander. You remember Valiant's Tegwin and Karis? They'll be assisting us with our mission.
I remember them well. Does this mean we're using the Orion mirror to lure out the eyes of Zaitan?
Precisely. The mirror is powerful enough to warrant Zaitan's attention, and that means the eyes will be drawn to it.
Then we strike. We'll shut Zaitan's eye for good.
It's a solid plan, but still, I'm worried. The artifact is linked to ore, and our prey is in ore. What if the eye knows more about the mirror than we do?
We'll have to take that risk. Stand ready, everyone. I feel Zaitan's influence closing on us. Whatever draws near is deadly.
You cannot hide. You cannot surprise me. I see all. Zaitan's gaze cannot be avoided. Your mirror belongs to the dragon. Soon, all will belong to the dragon.
The mirror's responding to his commands. He's activating a portal.
Attack! Stop him, or we'll have an entire risen army out here.
Let's go. Take him down.
Together you may be strong, but I will weaken you. Come, Zaitan's army awaits to observe.
It's pulling us in. The mirror is blocking my magic. I can't stop him. I can blunt the effect, but...
Familiar. And let me give it to you. If it's so good.
Hurry! That skinny Salvari needs help. Don't be ashamed. Charge! Cool! Quaggan is pleased to see you. Quaggans are still not used to fighting, but want to help anyway. What brings you here?
Do you know these people, Commander? I didn't know Quaggans could fight, or even join the Pact.
The commander saved Quaggan's people, and showed the Quaggans must fight against dragons. Quaggans want to help.
Thank you, Shashu. We're glad to have you. There's an Eye of Zaitan hunting us, and we'll need your support.
Foo on Big Eye. Boo on Big Eye. You show Quaggans where to go and who to fight. Quaggans will do it.
Okay, Shashu and Tegwin, let's go find Caris. I cannot mount. Unfortunate. Boom. From here. Ooh, it's Traherne.
Where's Karis?
I'm fine. I don't know where Karis is, but I hope we find her before the Eye does. Well done.
Okay, so we have Tegwin, we have Traherne. There she is.
You don't scam me, Blinky. I've already seen the horrors of war firsthand.
That was funny. She's... You don't scare me. The gang's all back together.
Ouch. Looks like you saved me this time, Tegwin. I'm done with that mirror, by the way. Forever.
That makes two of us. If we hadn't run into the commander's friends, we would have been in trouble.
This effort was difficult, but it proved fruitful. Thanks to you, my friends, we now have an eye to study.
Is that wise? The Eye may still be connected to Zaitan. Even dead, it could still be dangerous.
This encounter proved that we don't know enough about our enemies. Studying this Eye will address that.
My point exactly. I'm going to hand this monster over to my best researchers. Meet me at Fort Trinity and we'll get started.
Okay, none of these matter. It's fine. 25 enemies and no unidentified gear. Curious. Once the war is over and Zaitan is dead, I'm going to bring Tegwin here for a picnic. We'll plant a few flowers, reminisce, and generally make this place nicer than it is. Are you really gonna interrupt the post-story, let's go away. Why are you respawning? Tegwin. This was too nerve-wracking. From now on, I'm not letting Karis out of my sight. That should keep her safe. Stop it! We don't like you. Okay, where's Traherne? Oh, did Traherne leave? No, he's just standing over here by himself. He's broken, I guess. But let's talk to him before we leave. Hello, Traherne. My plan succeeded, but now I see how reckless it was. Ore is too dangerous to leap into blindly. We got the eye. That's the first step towards victory. There we go. Now I've talked to everyone. Oh, well. Cool.
Quaggan likes you.
Cool. Quaggan is happy to see you again. Quaggan's new village is almost complete and the newly hatched Quaggan are thriving. Ooh, that's great news, Shashu. It's my own amusement. Yeah, I feel like we almost never come over to this part of the map. Alright. Let's head to Fort Trinity. And off we go. Do. Over here. Invisible wall? Invisible wall? Board the airship. Yeah, I figured I had to go through that to trigger the next thing.
For concern. This is charm machinery. Besides, Kaylee keeps everything humming.
Don't say I didn't warn you. This ship would fall apart if I wasn't here to point out the deficiencies in design.
Don't say that where Kaylee can hear you. She'll have your ears if she hears you bashing this ship.
Don't get me started on that sentient ficus. Where you found her, I can't venture a guess. I'd feel much safer with an Asura engineer.
You have no faith, Wani. She's never done wrong by me or my ship. Let her do her job, and you just keep steering the ship.
Skyfire, that's a cool name. And down here we've got a Sylvari engineer. Welcome aboard. I'm tasked with keeping this ship flying. I've got my hands full maintaining these cannons right now. You seem excited about your work. What's not to be excited about? When I left the tree, I never imagined I'd be here making history. It's exhilarating. I guess so. How did you get this job anyway? Machines have always just spoken to me. A gift from the dream, maybe. I know I feel lucky to be here. Take care, sister. All right, what the eye beholds.
A moment, please, Commander. I'd like to speak with you.
Yes, brother.
Hey.
Hey. A magnificent view and a reminder of what the Pact is fighting for. Okay, sure. I believe our experiment is about ready. We should get back inside. Lead the way, Marshal.
These airships are the Pact's crowning achievement, a combination of Asura, Char, and human technology. The Pact developed these airships so that we might fight Zaitan from every possible angle: land, sea, and now air.
Professor Gore.
Commander, may I present Professor Gore, who pioneered the theory of elder dragons consuming magic, and Scholar Vivian, a top expert on the Risen. We're going to send a small etheric charge through the eye of Zaitan's corpse to try and project what it's seen. The goal is to witness what it saw right before we killed it. And since Orion magic is so unpredictable, you're here to keep things under control.
Ah, but unpredictability yields unexpected results. That's not always a bad thing. In fact, that's how most new discoveries are made.
True, but most new discoveries don't bring the wrath of Zaitan down on their discoverers. Manipulating the dead eye may do precisely that.
We don't know what manipulating the dead eye will do. That's why we're not in Fort Trinity, and why the commander's with us. Let's begin.
The subject is nearly ready to receive the etheric infusion, Marshal. Etheric readings normal. Ready to begin testing.
Excellent. Activate the etheric infuser on my mark. 3, 2, 1, activate. All readings are within acceptable parameters. Subject is stable, it's working.
Confirmed. The projector beam is now ready for firing. Commander, if you'll do the honors.
Oh. So I'm more than just the muscle. Test parameters are set. System is operational. Start test.
The apparatus is functioning. How will we know when we have usable results?
We should see something any moment now. Look! There! There's our result!
It's working. We're seeing the last sights the eye saw before it died. Soldiers? Where are they marching to, and why?
Is that some kind of undead servant? What's it carrying? Looks like a scout of some kind. Filthy looking creature. Did you see that? Zaitan's agent just consumed a powerful magical artifact.
I saw it, Professor. Your theory is now a confirmed fact. But what was that creature?
Let's finish testing before we interpret our results.
Marshal Traherne! Look there, another eye. What does it mean?
I'm not sure. Commander, to the front. Something's not right.
Thank you for the caffeinate.
By all 6 gods. What was that?
That roar and that other eye, it looked at us, through us. And Zaitan must see what it sees.
We're not done yet, nor are we out of danger. Commander, to me.
Well done.
Another eye, and by proxy, Zaitan itself. I can feel its presence. The dragon knows what we're doing, and will send more of its minions to stop us. So can I. It's like a greasy, tingling fog on my skin. Zaitan's minions are here. They expect to remain undetected, but I can reveal them. You can do that. Absolutely. I can feel the invisible invaders all around us, standing ready. When my magic exposes them, they will most likely attack. Do it, Marshal. I'm ready.
Now to strip away the veil that hides Zaitan's minions. Stand ready. There's no way to know how many we'll face, but we cannot risk taking any along with us.
One, 2, 3, 4.
There are more of those things.
More. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Stand fast.
My goodness, how many of these are there?
I sense no more of the Risen. I think we're clear. Our findings deserve serious scrutiny, but I'd like to hear your initial reactions.
I think we now have conclusive proof that the dragon sees through these eyes. The readings, the ebb and flow of magical energy, it all fits.
If these eyes are how Zaitan sees, maybe that all-mouth creature is how Zaitan eats.
I concur. Zaitan's agents serve as extensions of its body, acting on its will. The eyes survey, the mouth consumes.
That answers many questions raised by my theory, actually. Now we know how the dragon hunts and eats. That's progress.
We can't let up. If killing the eye partially blinded Zaitan, then killing the mouth should deprive it of sustenance. Pack scouts have traced one of the mouths to its lair. I want you to head out there and ensure that Zaitan starts going hungry.
Choose a course of action. All right. So the next course of action will be a state of decay. Attack the mouth directly rather than interrupting the food supply. So we take out the mouth. That is the plan that I want to go for.
I have so much to tell you.
Studying the Risen is my role in the Pact. But how do you feel with such horrors every day? How do you deal with such horrors every day without going mad? I manage. I know how that feels. Did we get what we needed here? Yes, that is to say, our preliminary conclusions are promising. I'm good at speaking. A detailed study should yield even more breakthroughs. Outstanding. Carry on. Professor Gore. I hate to say it, but I'm getting used to these life-threatening experiments. Redundancy trials and academic calculations are going to seem tame after this. Make sure you're always as prepared as you were today. Brother. We've dealt with the eye, now it's the mouth's turn. We've identified an Orion manor that's receiving shipments of powerful magical items on a regular basis. It's called Kata Manse? I don't know how to say these words. It's called Kitman. Kitamansi. Kitamans. Kitamanes? Is that the only target? Yes, but there are two ways to attack it. We can strike at the mouth in its lair, or we can prevent its food from being delivered. Either way, Zaitan misses a meal. Is one method riskier than the other? Stopping the mouth's food supply is safer, but less certain. Attacking it directly is more dangerous, but more certain, assuming it can be defeated. It can be defeated, brother. Let's attack the mouth directly. Very well. I'll have Explorer Hekia muster up a squad and meet you at Kata Mans. Good luck, Commander. Thank you. Bada 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 bow. What the eye beholds, completed. None of these matter. It is time for a state of decay. Truly, where are we? I know we're out in the ocean, but where? How far? Oh yeah, we're pretty far from Fort Trinity. We're like halfway between Fort Trinity and the place we just did the Abaddon mission. Okay. So we will kill the mouth. Where is... Oh, wow. We have to go all the way over here. Okay. We're speeding along quite rapidly. Okay, the way here is open. So let's run around in here for a second. Sell junk.
Know what cannot be known.
And reinforce. Okay, let's go up a little bit so that we can get some height. Yeah, so that's the entrance, and then you go through here. There's another door here. Is it here? Is it over here? Where's the other door? Oh no, it is farther in, isn't it? Need to go through all of these guys. No, it was back there. Okay. It's over here. But the door is sealed for the time being. It was right here. You need to take the gatekeeper out, and that opens the door. We can do that for fun, just to show you. It's not like it's hard. And we have a second gatekeeper over here we have to take out as well. And now the door is open for all to come. Or leave, should they choose. Allies, that is. Enemies could always leave. The gatekeepers would just open the doors for the enemies. Ooh. We have a champion risen giant. These guys are... I don't know if it's still the case, but these guys were the people that you would do your DPS tests on. I guess now that we have the golem, it's not necessary anymore, but this is how you would do the DPS tests back before we had any kind of actual DPS test stuff. And it was how there was a guy who was a big supporter of necromancers actually being underrated and actually really good. which of course as a necromancer main I appreciated. But he would do tests on this and he'd be like, okay, if you want to play necromancer and people are talking about your DPS needs to be better, this is the gear that gives you really good DPS. And you can test to make sure you're doing the proper rotation by fighting these guys and all this stuff. He was European. I think he was German. I don't know if he was German. I just remember he was European. He was not American. But I used to watch him quite regularly. He's stepping on me. I can't reach that guy. Oh. Can I revive by defeating these? Quickly. No! So close. But, yeah. So those guys are kind of a pain, I guess, for me. Oh god, I have to go so far back. Alright. If you're watching the VOD, I'm going to cut it here. And I'm saying that for my own sake, so I remember to cut it. Because there's at least one video that I've found that I uploaded and then I forgot to cut a single like 1 minute part out. And now I'm like, I have to re-upload that. Luckily, it's pretty far ahead of what I have scheduled already. But it's still really annoying because I didn't realize it until I was halfway through adding timestamps to the Guild Wars 2 video. Ugh. Because I do try to watch. I don't have time to watch all of my videos, but I do try to watch through most of them, especially the Guild Wars 2 ones. And I try to timestamp the relevant points. And there's like maybe 1 minute and 10 seconds from Sorrow's Embrace that I forgot to cut out, where nothing happens. I'm not really saying anything. And I'm just running back to where I was, and in my head I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cut this part out, but then I forget to cut it out because there were actually several incredibly long fights that I cut out of that one. Anyway, okay, we are heading to yeah, Sentry Steps. Yes. Here we go. We are heading to map 2 of Ore, Malkor's Leap, the place where you go to get Elderwood.
Armed and ready.
That's not a euphemism. You literally come here, you park your dudes over here. Right here, because this is where you can get Elderwood, and it is quite useful, and it respawns every hour, so you can actually, if you have enough characters, you can just cycle through all of them and collect all this wood.
Take that.
Now there is a way to cleanse all of this stuff that's happening, which is probably where most people have gone to go cleanse it, so that they can come back to AFK, or not AFK. It's not, you're not going AFK. You're actually here. You're logging in. You're doing this stuff. You're rotating through your characters. But you know what I mean. Maybe you know what I mean. Like farming wood, basically. And when these guys disappear, the things that replace them are earth elemental golems. And they're way easier to fight than the undead. Way easier to fight. Alright. Let's just keep going. But yeah, that's where you get Elderwood, right over there. Oh, the story is up here. Go forward. Go. Here it is. Estate. Estate of Decay. All right.
Scorch this. Let's just storm the place, kill everyone we find, and raze it to the ground.
Nice plan, Bloody. But the Pact conducts itself with more style than your frothy brain can handle.
Keep it down, you louds. Keep your interlegion bickering to a minimum.
Whoa, now that's sneaky. After we beat Saitan, how about you come train with the Ash Legion?
Jealous, Snarl? That's what comes from being second-rate.
Pipe down. We've got rough work ahead of us. Scout detail, form up.
All right, heck yeah.
Ready to move on your orders, Commander. We've confirmed large numbers of artifacts in transit to this location. The Priory's readings for the Manse are off the scale. If the mouth eats powerful magic, this place is a Winter's Day feast.
All right. I want you to lead a scouting party into the Manse. Reconnaissance only. We need more information before we move in.
Understood. We'll be in and out before they even know we're there.
No, I can't go with you.
Bored yet, Snarl? I'm bored. We sit here while that bossy Norn has all the fun. 10 gold says I can take down that ugly chicken with one shot.
You just don't get patience, do you? But since you asked, 10 gold says you can't.
That's the most resilient chicken ever. Whoa! It's coming right at us!
I think they know we're here now.
Slaughter, mayhem, and a mountain of corpses. That's how we do it.
For once we agree. Keep 'em coming, Saitan. We got plenty of blades left.
I can't decide if you two are inspiring or terrifying.
Why not both?
Well, that was fun. For you. But now it's official. That Norn's been gone for too long.
Right. Listen up, everyone. Our scouting expert here says we've waited long enough. Operation Sit on Our Furry Behinds is over. We're going in. Form up on the commander.
Oh, good. I love this part. Stealth is fun, but stealth kills are sublime.
All right, let's go, Agent Zri, Edge Crusher, Backdraft.
Welcome, one and all, to my humble manor. Come in, come in. Please forgive my meager accommodations.
What is this?
But fear not.
What's that
My
best
servants
bag
will
down
attend
in
to
the
your
back?
every need. A toast to you, honored guests. Eat, drink, and join me in my salon for lively conversation.
I don't like this. Let's find a way out of here before things get any weirder.
Servant. We sincerely hope you enjoy your stay at Katamans. Lord Kata welcomes you and has instructed us to see to your every need. What's going on here? Who is Lord Kata? His lordship is a devoted servant of Lissa. It is said that the goddess herself once visited this manse. May she grace us with her presence again in these dark times. If you say so, what else can you tell me about this manse? We sincerely hope you enjoy your stay. You already said that. His lordship. Okay, you're just repeating yourself. I've heard this before. I've heard this before. So they all say the same thing. Interesting. Alright. The door is sealed tight and won't budge. Leave.
When Zaitan speaks, the world trembles. Come to me
Ears up!
and
Someone's
die.
hunting us! Undead servants. And I thought the service was bad at the serrated blade.
The boop and the boop.
Forward! Bash that door down if you have to.
Alright. You know, I've got something of a foot key.
So I said, a light meal and some light conversation? Why do you need such heavy armor, my dear? Look, it's her friends. Lady Hector, you simply must introduce us to your companions. I do hope my servants were accommodating. Sometimes it's difficult to keep the lower orders in line. Hector, my dear, entertain our guests while I attend to the kitchen staff.
He's holding Hector prisoner, but he can't hold anything with no arms. Let's get him!
Everything is prey for the dragon. Surrender. Accept.
We're on your side!
Where'd she go? Never mind. Kill these fancy pants on your head. We'll find you later.
Well, all the unnamed characters are dead now.
She's lost to us. We need to focus on finding the mouth. Find the door and we can go.
Splendid! You have all proven to be quite the entertaining diversion.
Now, let us entertain you.
I am death.
Hector was a good scout. They'll pay for taking her.
She deserved better than this. Hector was a pill, but she was our pill. Let's tear this place down!
Confront
I am
the mouth.
waiting below. Face me if you dare.
Ooh. I do dare.
I sustain Zaitan, and Zaitan makes me strong. Another meal for my master.
Taking some time to just kind of look at him. Oh. He's got claw-like feet, claw-like hands. I don't know what is pushing me around, but it's really annoying. I I'm just trying to look at his proportions and his body and stuff.
What a day. I've always wanted to punch a dragon in the mouth.
Now your dream has come. Wait, don't you feel that?
I felt that. This whole place is coming down. Run, or we'll be celebrating in the mists.
Run. Ooh. Run. We must leave. We must leave quickly. No. Come on.
Door's still shut tight. Come on.
Oh, that was no earthquake. That was Zaitan's roar. We made a dragon mad enough to throw a tantrum. Must be hungry, the poor little lizard.
Good. Now he knows we mean business. Nice work on that door, by the way. Who knew your hard head doubled as a battering ram?
Careful, Snarl. You keep up with the compliments and our commanding officers will assign us to permanent duty together.
Enough chatter. We suffered too many losses today. I should have sent a larger scouting party.
I disagree, Commander. You made the right call. You could have sent in all your scouts, and that Mesmer dandy would have taken them all. Come on, Marshal Traherne's waiting back at Fort Trinity. The mission was a success. Let's go tell him so.
Yeah, personally, I think that went quite well.
Keep your voice down.
Ekja wasn't so bad. I was tough on her, but that's just professional courtesy. I'll make sure she's remembered as an ash-worthy scout. Thanks, Snarl. She'd have liked that.
You want something?
I never had use for scouts, but Hekja, I think it's Hekja, deserved better than this. Still, a victory's a victory, right, Commander? Right. And we need a lot more of them before Zaitan falls. Well, time to report in to Traherne. Ooh. Oh, that's just telling me to go to the map. All right. Well, that event happened. That's one of the events on this map. Let's grab this waypoint just in case I need to come back here quickly. These long loading times. I mean, they're not that long compared to what they've been in the past. It still has pretty long loading times, though. Not as long as some other games that I play. I'm looking at you, Infinity Nikki. Freaking 5-minute load times in that game. Just to get it booted up. Anyway, a State of Decay. Why is it through the looking glass?
Welcome back. I'm glad you're safe. Let's begin the briefing. Welcome, friends and allies. We've just defeated a powerful mouth of Zaitan, effectively cutting off one of the dragon's major supply lines. Now, we have to press our advantage. Reducing Zaitan's food supply was a good start. It's time to stem the flow of reinforcements.
Reinforcements? You mean...
He means dead bodies. Zaitan's minions on the mainland are gathering and shipping corpses to Ore in massive numbers.
Precisely. Our next move is to confront Zaitan in Ore. Before we strike, we need to weaken its position as much as possible.
A sound strategy. Starve the enemy and cripple its army before we invade. You learn fast, Marshal.
I have to, General. Now, the commander and I need to confer and choose the best course of action.
Oh, the best course of action. Let me refer to my notes. What is the best course of action? Let's stop this problem at its source. I'm sorry about Hekia, but I must agree with Agent Zri. If Zaitan is using powerful mesmers this heavily, it's pulling out all the stops to crush the pact before we crush it. Okay, so I can say ferocity is right to be scared. We're going to bury it. Dignity. I'm just glad that Tyria has finally joined forces to fight them. Or charm. You're the linchpin, though. People will follow a marshal. What was my, charm? Okay, I'll go with charm then. You're the linchpin, though, brother. People will follow a marshal. And a commander, it would seem. Now, shall we discuss the next step in our campaign? Absolutely. We've reached the point where we need to establish a forward base on Orient soil. Zaitan's vast army gives it the advantage, but we're going to address that. Right, we need to stop it from making it any bigger. We need to stop it from making it any bigger, yeah. Yes, and to do that, we must shut down the ossuary that creates Zaitan's most formidable monstrosities, or sink the giant ark that brings in corpses to fuel it. Okay, for the sake of completion, I will say I need more information. I'll provide as much detail as I can. Is our target ship Zaitan's only source of corpses? No, but it's the flagship of Zaitan's corpse arc fleet. Capable of making multiple pickups daily, it must be sunk. We must stop Zaitan's army from expanding. Okay, another question. What can we expect at the ossuary? It's the heart of Zaitan's horde production. Corpses go in, abominations come out. Expect magic, monsters, the worst Ore has to offer. It is a vital target. Alright. I'm ready to decide. Let's stop this problem at its source. The ossuary. Excellent. I'll have another packed squad deal with the Ark. And as such, and as much as I hate to risk both on the same mission, I must join you for this one. As much as I hate to risk us both. I'm glad to have you, brother. I could have asked why is that, but I didn't see that that was actually a continue on option.
Are you well?
Be advised, Commander, the ossuary is steeped in powerful magic and crawling with Risen. But we can't let it generate more abominations for Zaitan. I've got this, Marshal. See you soon. And off we go. Okay, we are at 2 hours, so I'm going to take a quick break right here just to stretch my legs. It'll probably be like a 1 to 2 minute break, but I'll be back in a second. All right, let's continue onwards. Had to make sure that everything was unmuted and whatnot. Mega laser at a harbor is being rebuilt. Yeah, so there's a bunch of meta events that go on here too.
Back, vile Risen, and my mega lasers will blow your ship to bone splinters.
Oh, hey, so these are the I think we've seen these in the story, but these are the type of ships that exist that the Risen use. They're bone ships. They look quite friendly. I don't think they intended for people to be able to land on them back in the day, but we can now. They do have some collision on them though, which is nice. All right, let's continue onwards. Oop. Oh, I got some messages. Let's see. Oh, this is just Thunderfolk sending more messages for some reason. They have so many at everyone messages in that server. As much as I like Thunderfolk, they're so annoying sometimes. Like getting 5 messages per day in a company server, kind of annoying. I try my best to avoid doing that, unless there's some really big important thing like hey, my stream is going to be delayed, then I usually don't bother anyone. And if it's like a 2-minute delay, it's fine. But I actually changed my Friday stream time to be 30 minutes later because of how many times I basically had to start without Dragon here. And since I changed it, I have not had to start late a single time. He has gotten home more than an hour earlier than ever before. There are some Fridays that he gets home at like 2 hours before we start streaming. Compared to prior to me doing that, he was getting home 10 minutes after I started streaming. So I'm not changing it, but technically I'm not starting early because that is the intended start time, but I had to change it to 8 o'clock so that way I don't need to keep telling people, hey, we're starting in 30 minutes 30 minutes later than usual. And that's, you know, it's not, it is less of a, oh gosh, why can't he get here in time, and more of a, I'm adjusting the schedule so that way no one feels upset about me constantly starting late or anything like that, or me starting solo and him joining in later. Yeah, it works. It works so well now by saying that we're starting at 8. If one day he has some kind of long term, he's not gonna be home until 7:30 or 8, hey, that's fine. I don't think I've updated it on Twitch, but I did update it on the server. And I think starting on the hour is probably better overall for me. Because I think Friday is the only day that I was starting. What the heckish? What the heckish? I glitched the game. Fridays was the only day I didn't start on the hour, so that meant I had to remember that I didn't start on the hour on Fridays. I'll step through this to grab the waypoint. But I believe we're not going to Cursed Shore just yet. But I wanted to grab the waypoint so that way I don't have to fly all the way back there again. All right. Where are we going? Oh, we're going up here. Okay. There are some big fun events on Malcor's Leap. There's this one that's up here. So there's this big event where you're running around this circle and you're fighting a bunch of enemies, and then there's a big boss fight right in the middle. Let's grab the waypoint. Let's see if I can I get a little higher. So this is Lissa. Lissa is actually believed to have been 2 goddesses, not a single goddess. But they work as a single entity. But that's like it is believed, it is not proven. It could be a single person. It could be 2 people. It is intentionally left vague. But there are statues like that that make me and potentially other people feel like they are clearly saying that Lissa was 2 people. Liss and Issa. Okay, we are heading this way to get to the story. To the ossuary. Ossuary of Unquiet Dead. I guess that's what I would fall under. An unquiet dead. Traherne.
The goal is to stop Zaitan's reinforcements. Our target is a Cathedral of Eternal Radiance on Or's north coast. It's essentially a factory that manufactures Zaitan's horde. I intend to shut it down, and I'm sending in a strike team to do just that. We don't know exactly how it functions, so I'm joining the team to make sure we have whatever rituals are required to get the job done. We'll pick up reinforcements on the way. Commander, you'll lead the strike team and protect me while I perform the rituals. Any questions?
None, Marshal. It's long past time we forced Zaitan to fight its own battles instead of hiding behind minions. Ready when you are.
I would know a thing or two about doing that. Okay, brother.
What's on your mind?
We'll start in the Temple of Lissa. That's where the flow of undead monstrosities originates. What happens once we reach our goal? I know a ritual that will show us an actual Orient funeral rites. I've studied these rites, and viewing them as they happen will provide valuable clues on how to proceed. What kind of clues? We'll be able to follow a single corpse through the preparation process. That will lead us to whatever Zaitan's minions are doing to convert the current flow of corpses into undead monsters. Understood. Ready whenever you are, Marshal. Come, brother. Brother.
Follow us. We're on a vital mission, and we need all the soldiers we can muster.
I don't know why you ran back down. That confused me. Ah, I got the chicken in one hit. Risen. Come on, Traherne. Jesus, you were running so fast. We'll start it. Yeah, I understand. We already talked about that, man. No, Traherne's not going to talk anymore? Okay. Onwards we go. To the center.
By the pale tree, they're stitching that beast together from body parts.
Oh my goodness, that face. The face of that.
Once, the Orions interred their dead here. Now Zaitan uses this place to craft abominations. Stand by. My ritual will show us how the ancient priests went about their grim tasks. Before ore sank, this was the final resting place of Lissa's most loyal followers. The deceased were brought here so the officiants could perform the appropriate funeral rites. We have to follow this ancient path to see where the bodies of Lissa's faithful ended up.
I am following. Can I greet her? No. Oh, we go to all of these, don't we? Veteran Risen Knight. Could you walk a little faster? I would appreciate it if you moved a little bit quicker. Is this outfit available? I'm not sure if it is. I'd have to sort of look into it. I'd have to look into it.
Life is discovery.
Huh?
Zaitan commands your dead.
Come here. I like your head. A very cool head. Oh, so you've got a face in the... Okay. Interesting. Oh. So bright.
Did you see that?
Oh. There we go.
The first stage of the rite is grief. The loved ones of the deceased played an integral role. Here, they were encouraged to express the pain and rage they felt over the passing. They had to release these potentially destructive emotions before the rites could proceed.
Okay.
The funeral rites aren't done. I must perform my ritual at each key location.
This is gonna take a while. So, how's your day going? How's everyone doing? I hope you're all well. I have such a backlog of videos and I'm trying not to post the same game 2 days in a row. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably having multiple weeks of one video or possibly 2 videos coming out that are related to whatever it is. So I've got a bunch of Helldivers and I've got a bunch of Guild Wars and I can slot in other things between them. So I can do like Helldivers Guild Wars something else, Helldivers Guild Wars something else. I can do it like that. But the current plan, and then weekends I do 4 uploads on the weekends instead of 2 uploads. So that'll kind of help to get through some of the stuff because I could do that. And then I've also got all the Sunderfolk stuff on Saturdays. So I upload 1 Sunderfolk a week and I upload those on Saturdays currently. And we have completed the entirety of Sunderfolk. I think I've got up to episode 23 uploaded and time stamped because the Sunderfolk timestamps are pretty simple. I usually just do this is the town, this is the mission. There was one where I was watching it and I was like, ooh, I basically spend 10 minutes waiting for Dragon and Kelly to do all their town stuff and they're not talking. And so I take that opportunity to look through inventory stuff, but also I'm not doing much talking either because I've already finished talking to everyone. So I look through inventory stuff and I come up with like, okay, I can do these things to facilitate some additional upgrades and whatnot. But it's sort of like these long walks where I just have to think of something to talk about. And I don't always think of something to talk about. But it is way easier to think of stuff when you actually have a chat that is engaging and like, oh, tell us about something.
I make a pretty good team.
That was a thing that was discussed recently. One of the streamers I watch, people were like, hey, what's your advice for new streamers? Basically, have people to talk to in chat. Even if it's just your friends and family, have them come and talk to you.
This next step was largely ceremonial, but was observed by rich and poor alike. They offered a valuable gift in an attempt to persuade the priests to resurrect the dead. Naturally, the priests refused, but the act of offering and accepting rejection remained a part of the rite. Almost finished. There should be only one platform remaining.
Oh, okay, just three of these then. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Oh boy, ads are coming up in 5 minutes. Though that doesn't show up anymore as a message because I changed it to announcements. Oh, Risen Knight. I should take you out. Yeah, so you've got the head here, and then he's wearing something that's... It's like it's stitched to his back, I guess. That is what they're doing. Put it away. Yeah, but for me, I actually got up and walked around after about 2 hours of streaming because I've started having like cramps and stuff from sitting for long periods of time. So I'm like, all right, every hour to 2 hours, I'm going to make sure I get up and walk around a little bit because I have a habit of sitting for long periods of time. Now I have that habit. It's not a good habit to have, but it's also a very new habit for me because until I started doing the streaming stuff, I didn't sit for super long periods of time. Yeah, I have a chair. My chair's on the cheaper end for sure. And my brother said that he wants to get me a better chair, but I'm like, that's okay. There's no need for it. I can just get up more often. And if the apartment that because at the end of September, we're moving.
Die by my hand.
Interesting one. Yeah.
Finally, the family faced the inevitable reality that their loved one was gone. Here they were encouraged to mourn and to beseech Lissa to ease their pain. They prayed to their goddess for relief and to watch over the deceased in the mists. Return to the center platform. That's where their rite will end.
So, let's see. When I first started having long periods of sitting, I was actually sitting in an armchair, and it was quite a massive armchair. So there were no issues at that point. And this was like a year ago ish, a little bit more than a year ago. Then when we got the new computer, this one that I'm streaming on, I was sitting in a metal folding chair, and it was so bad that there were days that I was like, I can't do anything. I'm just gonna lay down because I'm in so much pain from sitting in a metal folding chair for even just a few hours. It's just too painful. And then on top of that, I had a monitor that was old and fuzzy and blurry and gave me headaches. And it wasn't until he tried to use it that he realized, oh no, this is a horrible monitor. This is like a 15-year-old computer screen that I'm looking at. I need a new monitor.
With the funeral rites complete, the deceased moved on to the ossuary. Next, they would prepare and inter the body. Ah, see there? They're taking the body down through that hidden door to the crypt below. That must be where Zaitan's minions are creating new risen soldiers. And that's where we need to be.
Descend to the ossuary's lower chambers. Yeah, so it was awful. And I picked out a chair that was not terribly expensive. It's like an $80 chair. And it's not a rolling chair. It's not something with some amazing back support or anything. It is a cushioned chair that is very sturdy. So that way I don't have to worry about, like, if I'm shifting in the chair or something, that it's going to break. And that's partly because I lived in China for a long time. And there were several chairs that I had in China that just would break for no reason. And it's not like it's a me thing. They would break for other people. So I got really picky about the chairs, and I was like, I prefer a sturdy chair that will not break to a comfortable chair. Because I can add padding, I can add pillows and whatever else. The important thing is that the chair does not fall apart. But that I approach several things in life with the mindset of, well, in China, it was this way. Therefore, it is that way everywhere. It's not that way everywhere. It was just that way for me when I was in China. So, and that's just how things go sometimes. Here we are. Is this the way down? Yay, ads are over. Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Not enough energy.
Okay. Keep going. Boop, boop. Yes, you are all weaklings. But, yeah. The situation is way better right now, and I think because the issue is basically, okay, I now have all the things I need to be productive. I can be very productive, but then that means I have to remember to actually stand up and do things. When you're working in like an office, a proper office, you're gonna stand up regularly because you have to deal with things like people coming into the business or
scattered around the room are steeped in Zaitan's magic.
or other such things. Okay, so what do we do? Destroy them. Let's come to this one. And this one.
Who dares? This is a sacred place. First to listen, now to Zaitan. Be gone, or you'll defile it.
You already defiled it when you betrayed Lissa and desecrated the remains of her followers.
Listen is gone. We serve the dragon. Zaitan, assume you will. Rise now, my servants. Rise now and destroy these enemies of our master.
Take him out.
Fall to your knees and wait for the dragon's embrace.
Zaitan's depravity continues to destroy everything it touches. At least now this place is safe. Well done, everyone.
We've crippled the dragon's spies, food, and troop supply. It's more vulnerable than ever. How do we exploit that?
We advance. I have a plan for a large-scale operation to push back enemy forces and establish base camps right here in Or. Now that operation can begin. All I need is time to regroup and organize our forces.
Doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. That's the sound that it would be making if you could hear a sound. Hey, kitty cat. How's it going? All right, we meet Traherne at Reflection Cove near the ruins of Rin.